Hello everyone, ItzzDivinity here with a new video about what to do in week 3 for Shadowlands. It can be quite overwhelming because most of the content of the first patch will be unlocked in this week. So I will be going over what you can do basically. So that's going to be the world bosses, the Tower of Torghast, Mythic Plus, Raiding, Legendaries and also your Renown. Anyway, let's head into the video. In this week it will be the first time the world bosses will be unlocked. Currently, I don't know which of the world boss will be up first, so make sure to check each and every week to see which world boss is up, to see if your conduct or legendary recipe that you need is dropping from the current world boss. Even if it doesn't drop any, it's still worth killing it, since they'll be having a chance of dropping item level 207 gear. This gear is actually better than normal raid gear by 7 item levels, except from the last 2 bosses, which dropped 207. This week will also be the week where Tower of Torghast will be fully unlocked, which means we had every single floor open at least once now, so you should have all your legendary powers that drop from Torghast. Also, the next stages are open now, which means you have to do Tower of Torghast 4 times this week in order to get all the soul ash that you need for that specific week. One floor you need to do stages 4, 5 and 6, and then the other floor you only have to do stage 6 in order to get all the soul ash that you need. Mythic Plus is also open now, so get ready and farm your gear. Only Mythic Plus is a little bit different than it was in BFA, since it will drop less loot now compared to before. If you time a dungeon, you will get only 2 pieces of loot in your entire group. In BFA that was 3 pieces or maybe even 4 depending on how high you finish your key. If you don't manage to do that and you fill the dungeon timer, there will be only 1 item dropping in total for the entire group. So, as you can see, the timing of a dungeon is more important now than it was in BFA, because if you don't time it, you only get 1 piece of loot, and the odds of you getting it is quite low. So, better time your keys, guys. Now I'll be showing what item level loot you will be getting by completing each level in Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus level 2 only drops item level 187 gear, and Mythic 15 drops item level 203 gear. But you don't necessarily have to complete a Mythic 15 in order to get the highest item level gear as you can. As you can see, just doing a Mythic 10 is also fine in order to obtain item level 203 gear. So this gear is also actually better than normal Kessa Netria gear, since that is only item level 200. However, you want to try to complete a Mythic plus 14 if you're able to, because this will make it so you can get an item level 226 piece of loot from the weekly vault. Don't worry if you're not able to do this in the very first week. Just doing a Mythic 14 in the first week is going to be tough, and over the weeks you will get there by getting gear from either the raid, world bosses, or Mythic Plus, or even PvP. The raid is also finally out this week, and I can't wait to hop in and actually do this content. I'm really excited for it. In this week, only 2 out of the 4 difficulties will be open. Those will be normal and heroic. The week after, on the 15th of December for NA, and the 16th of December for EU, first tier of LFR will open together with Mythic. Because the raid itself also drops legendary powers, I recommend to try and clear it if you can. If you do try and pug it, I would say try to do it early in the week, since most of the more tryhard players will try to do this as early as possible than later in the week, so the odds of you clearing it will increase. The loot table will also be open to us, so normal will be dropping item level 200 gear, except the last 2 bosses, which will drop item level 207 gear, which is the same as a world boss drop actually. And heroic will be dropping item level 213 gear, except the last 2 bosses as well, which will drop item level 220 gear. The raid itself will also drop these tokens, which are actually weapon tokens. You can use these tokens by trading them into your Covenant Sanctum for a specific weapon that you would like. So I can pick for a one-hander, I can pick a staff, and if I want to, I can also pick an offhand. Keep in mind, since there are 4 difficulties, there are also 4 different vendors. So you have the Raid Finder, the Heroic, the Normal the Heroic, and the Mythic. This week, we're also getting more Soul Ash again. So now we have enough to either craft 2 different legendaries or upgrade a single legendary to a rank 2 legendary. I myself actually recommend to craft 2 different legendaries over upgrading a single one. That's because if you upgrade a legendary, only the item level and stats will increase. Not the legendary power, that one will actually stay the same. So if you want 2 different legendaries for different kind of content or for different specs to use, that's totally good and viable option to do. Also, going all in on one legendary can be risky, because what if the legendary gets nerfed during Heroic and Mythic week, and you want another one instead? Then you have to wait another week in order to craft a rank 1 legendary again. So, I would say try to craft 2 legendaries instead of upgrading a legendary. With all the new stuff, don't forget to do your Renown weeklies as well this week. By doing that, you will be able to go for Renown level 9. Since at level 8, we're gonna get a new campaign quest again, which is also giving you a Renown level. Keeping our Renown up to date is most likely the most important thing to do, since as of now, there's no catch-up system for it. So if you fall behind, you're not able to catch up at the moment. Anyway, that was this video already. So to summarize everything up, do your world bosses, get into Mythic Plus and do the ice key you're able to do for a juicy item at the end of the week. Try to do the new raid as well, so you can get more legendary recipes and gear. Do the Tower of Torghast to unlock everything, so you only have to do 2 runs next week. Check out what you want to do with your Soul Ash. Do you want to craft 2 legendaries or a rank 2 legendary? Final but not least, do not forget about your Renown. Keep that one up to date. That's very important. If this was helpful and you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. I'm also going to be streaming my raiding progress, which you can see on twitch.tv/ItzzDivinity, and I will be live there from 7:45 PM till 11 PM. Basically our raid hours, and I will be leaving a link down below to the Twitch as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching and have a good day. Bye bye.